everybody. Today I'm going to show you my favorite, best cookie recipe ever. I really mean, this is the best and easiest cookie recipe you're ever going to make. It's a butter cookie. It's pure sugar, pure butter. It's fattening, but it's great. You start by taking 4 sticks of melted butter. I like to use real butter. I can't recommend to you to use a butter substitute or something else because I don't even begin to know how that would taste. But you start with 4 sticks of butter. Make sure they're room temperature, warm, because if you try to use your mixer with butter that's hard, cold, straight from the refrigerator, there's going to be a problem. You might mess up your mixer. Okay, so you've got your 4 sticks of butter. The only other 2 ingredients for this cookie recipe is going to be butter, brown sugar, and flour. Try not to show you too many labels today because you don't want to infringe on anybody's copyright. So you need 1 cup and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So I'm just going to empty that into here. And you know, with brown sugar, you just kind of pack it down. Oops. Got a little bit more than I'm supposed to have. But pack it down so you have a cup, nice solid cup of brown sugar, and another 1/4 of a cup. I probably had some more that fell in there, so but I'm still going to go ahead and add a 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Okay, for flour, you need 4 1/2 cups of flour. So that's 1, 2. Oh, and this is all-purpose flour. You don't want the one that rises and stuff. 2. Let me not lose count. I've done that before. 3 and 4. As you can see, with crafting, I might be a little more neat, and with cooking, I tend to be a little messy. But isn't that half the fun? Plus, you're going to clean it all up later. Okay, that is 4 cups. Yeah, 4 cups. And a 1/2 cup of flour. You can go, you don't have to worry about being so exacting with this particular recipe, especially on the flour, because you're going to use some more flour to, when you use your baking pin, rolling pin. And I don't know, a lot of people have not used a rolling pin in like forever, but these are really fun to use. I'm going to show you how to use this. Okay, so we've got something of a little mess here, but we'll clean it all up later. So you're going to go ahead and lower your mixer and start it really slow. And you might have to give it a little push, and it's going to be a little messy at first. And don't put your fingers in there because that can be problematic. Woo! Let me turn this off for a quick second. Sorry, it's hot. But you want to cream your butter and sugar and flour until it has a real nice consistency. And what I'll do, I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll come back and show you what we do once that's done. Okay, as you can see, we've mixed the batter for a while, and now it's kind of crumbly. It's kind of sticky even, and it should kind of come together in your hand like that. Okay, so here we are with the cookie batter, and as you can see, it's really holding together really well. I'm actually impressed that it is. Now you just got to kind of get it out of the bowl, and I have it on a sheet of wax paper that I'm going to roll it out on, and I need a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick to the paper. And I'm going to put that there. I'm going to just put this up. And I'm going to take some of the cookie dough out just with my hands. Now remember, this is going to get cooked, so it'll be all perfectly all right to do this with your bare hands. And this cookie dough, it's going to build strength using it, making these cookies. I like to bake for friends and family, and I think when you give handmade cookies or anything to someone, that they take it, it means a lot more. You know what I mean? It means a lot more. Sometimes you get these little brown specks in brown sugar, but you know, that's just the way it is. So I'm gonna take it just a little bit at a time. With this cookie dough, it's a lot easier to work with a little bit at a time. I'm gonna take my rolling pin and just take some of the flour off of the parchment paper. And this is just like a wax paper, but parchment paper is pretty easy to come by. So just take your rolling pin, and this is a pretty heavy rolling pin, so I don't have to do a lot of work. And believe it or not, rolling pins can be hard to find sometimes. So you're just gonna roll out your cookie dough, get your cookie cutter, and just cut out your shape. And there you have it. These, I guarantee you, are the world's best cookies. You just gotta try them to believe them. And it's a really easy recipe, like I said. About 4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, 4 sticks of butter, and 1.5 cups or 1.25 cups of brown sugar. And then you just bake these until they're light brown, and then you can decorate them however you want. To me, they taste best plain. Oh, let me show you a way you can do it if you don't have a rolling pin or don't want to use a rolling pin. Just take your cookie dough, and I have these cookie pans, and just ball up your dough, and then just press it down into the shape. Take off the excess dough, and just use it for the next cookie to start on. And if you're using this particular type of mold, make sure you get it all down in there. And anything that's excess on the top, just take it off. I personally, believe it or not, although you're using the same cookie dough, when you use the rolling pin for some reason, the cookies have a different consistency. And if you try them both ways, you'll see exactly what I mean. So I'm just going to fill all this up with cookie dough. I know I'm being messy, but isn't that part of the fun? And I'm going to bake these in a 350-degree oven until they're done, which is about 10, maybe 15 minutes, depending on your oven. So remember, and I'll just use this, take off the excess on the top here, because otherwise it'll just overflow. So just use anything, a knife or whatever. Pack it down, even it out, and bake your cookies. And it's that simple. I'll show you what the cookies look like come up in the next video segment. Okay, as you can see, I got all of the sections of this cookie mold filled with the cookie dough that we were working with. Now the rest of this, because it's basically butter, sugar, and flour, that's all it is. It's 3 ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this in the refrigerator and work on it later. And go ahead and pop these in the oven. Okay, and here we go. And as promised, these are the cookies. And this is what they look like as they've come out of the oven. And they're so buttery. The thing is, you don't have to fuss with them too much taking them out. And now all you have to do is decorate them. I kind of get the plain decorators icing in a tube. You can use this, or you can certainly make some of your own. This is that cookie icing that comes in a tube. I like it, and it dries really fast. Now, one thing I will say about these butter cookies, all you really need to go with them is a glass of milk. And like I said, there's a little bit of a texture difference if you use them in a pan, in a cookie pan like this, versus if you roll them out flat with a rolling pin. One thing I did, I would have shown you the butterfly one, the other one that I made, but I ate it. That's all there is to it. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. I promise you, this is the best cookie recipe in the whole wide world. So enjoy, have a great day. Stay tuned, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. The cookies were good.